Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to Final Trade. Today we have got the Tempest era pre-constructed deck called Deep Freeze. This is a blue-white deck that focuses on creatures, control, disruption, and card advantage, I would say. This is, I think, the best of the four decks from the Tempest pre-constructed series. And you see right off the bat, 2 copies of Master Decoy that you can use to keep other creatures locked down. The Knight of Dawn with his protection, the Avenging Angel that comes back from the graveyard if she dies, the Griffin that lets you destroy an enchantment, some of those obnoxious shadow creatures, some generic flyers, the Turtle Wall, and the Flying First Strike. So, you know, there's 12 creatures here, and 5 of them fly, and then 2 of them have shadow, which is like flying but more annoying. So it's a decent mix of creatures, and definitely with these 2 Master Decoys, it gives you a bit of control over the board. The sorceries, 2 Repentances, which if you use them correctly will just go ahead and kill creatures. The Dream Cache, which is a powerful card drawing card. And then Time Ebb, this is kind of a weak card. You should really think of this as 3 mana to deny your opponent's draw for 1 turn. And I mean, I guess they have to recast the creature, you put it back on top. So it's okay, but you have to think of all of this stuff in the context of this kind of limited environment of only Tempest cards. So now Disenchant, which is a great disruption card. Anoint and Invulnerability, not great cards, but these pre-constructed decks each had about 24 land in them. So you had a decent amount of mana, and it's conceivable that you can cast these and buy them back whenever you draw them. So pretty good in that sense. And, you know, part of the point of these decks was to showcase Tempest, showcase the new keywords and things like that. And so having some buyback cards in each of the decks is important to do that. Now here's where the deck really shines. 8 counter spells. And a good variety too. Spell Blast, Power Sink, Counterspell, and Dismiss. And so, man, a lot of control that you can get out of this over the game, and it's really interesting to see this as an option in a deck that was marketed towards new players, because kind of control decks are more advanced. They require you to think more turns ahead in the game. They require you to mentally evaluate trade-offs to a much greater degree. But really neat to see that they did have the faith in players to put that in, but also it makes this deck very powerful. The enchantments, 2 passivisms that basically shut down a creature, 2 gaseous forms that, again, shut down a creature, a precognition that gives you the ability to partially control what your opponent's going to draw. I mean, that's a pretty powerful card. And a Legacy's Allure, which is just to steal another creature. So again, the themes of control, creature control and disruption, and card advantage. Here, the Messy Tome, a very powerful card drawing tool. So Puppet Strings, again, another powerful control tool. So like I said on the introductory video to this series on the Tempest pre-constructed decks, I think once we get in, we really play these, we really do kind of a round robin tournament of these 4 pre-constructed decks. I think this one, the Deep Freeze deck, is by and far going to be the winner and the most powerful. That's my prediction going into it. Let me know what you think, and if you want to follow along and see these other pre-constructed decks they released all the way back in 1997, and you want to see some play videos of them going against each other, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join me on Final Trade. Love to have you. Thanks a lot.